Hi everybody, welcome back to Da Vinci's Watch. I'm back, and because of my hand surgery, it took a couple weeks, but thankfully we're all good. There's no nerve damage to my knowledge. I wasn't able to actually feel or move my hand for a couple weeks, which was really scary. We were able to do the battle report with Jonathan, but after that I was done. Thanks everybody for the goodwill messages. Thank you so much. I know we're a small channel, but it helps a lot when you wake up and send your messages. Get well soon. Hope everything's good. Asking about what happened. I'm so happy to be back. I was actually able to play my first games of the new Wonder Woman HeroClix set that came out. I pulled King Shazam in our pre-release and I was able to win it, which was great. Yeah, here he is. Ooh, yeah. It's one of my favorite comic book arcs. When you see Billy Batson call Superman and Batman basically a bitch, and I have that framed on my wall till to this day. But today I have Steven with us. I know Figures.com in my absence was able to announce something, but today I'm going to show you the Klingon faction pack of my favorite Star Trek episode, Blood Oath.
What's up, buddy?
Let's Darhar it up. All right, we are here with the Klingon faction pack, Blood Oath. Steven, why don't you take us through the opening?
All right, let's take a look.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh. So we have a Burrell, 2D7s, and a Negvar class.
Correct. Well, these are Kotenko classes.
Oh, the Katingas?
Yeah, so they're they're slightly beefier
stuff
ones.
Looks the same.
Yeah. Although this Negvar looks pretty good.
Shout out to my man Uncle Jim on the Talking Trek podcast. I did not mean that.
Here's some of the tokens. As you see, we got the Darhar Masters tokens there. Looks like the albino. And we put in a TOS King as well, just because he hadn't been done yet.
I am very excited to see what the albino does.
Well, we're gonna look at some cards
that's separate. That's another time. I'm gonna look at them now. All right, so let's do some ship showcasing. Basically, we're gonna go over the paint apps of the old ones to the new ones. So, Steve, this is the old Kempak battlecruiser.
No, this is the original Negvar.
This is the original Negvar.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
So this is the new one that's in the pack.
A lot more detail on the wings and a lot nice, more metallic painter.
Yeah, a lot of red and stuff compared to the original one.
A lot more details.
But this one did have like Klingon decals on them.
Which one?
Interesting.
This one doesn't, but
it's fine. I think the colors are great. The metallics look solid. There's a lot more definition to it. There's a lot more going on. This is just kind of like plain green. Then we have, of course, some older Burrells.
The classic Burrells.
I believe the Ningtao and the Koraga, technically, which is a Cavort. And then this is one of the new ones.
I like the black on the back of it. Nice metallic black.
That's definitely one of the more newer features, and of course the style. It doesn't have the red wings that they like to do traditionally.
But you have a lot of, as all our hands are in here. So, whoop, mine out. I do like the new Burrell. You're going to see a lot of them because they're Burrells.
D7/Katingas. Got various ones here. This one is kind of like a mint green with a silver pattern, and they did not colorize the Klingon symbol.
No.
This one was just a regular green.
I think the last time we got a
one.
D7 was in the animated pack, correct?
Correct.
It was a great pack.
And then this one.
There's a card in there that combos great with one of these cards.
The newest one is basically comparable to this one.
Very close. You have more of like a minty or like a lighter green over there.
Well, they have a lot more dark metallic greens.
Yeah.
And then on the underside, it's a little bit darker.
I like it. What you're really here for. You might have seen them on Figures.com, but now we're here with our full breakdown of the cards in the Klingon faction pack, Blood Oath.
All right, so first up we got the IKS Devoil, which, as some clever fans have determined, it is kind of a reference to Star Trek Online, several of the Klingon classes, the Devoil class.
Devoil class?
Yeah, we try to be a little clever with the naming. Sometimes
just
it's a reference to something.
Just a little bit.
But there's a much cleverer one.
There's a real deep cut. If you were watching Talking Trek's podcast, you would know the deep cut.
Oh, yes. So for 28 points for a named one, and we added them an extra slot because they were kind of lacking on slots. This is a big boy ship. When attacking, if this ship is cloaked, you can disable a Klingon crew upgrade equipped to the ship. Do not flip your cloak token to its red side, and place a battle station token beside this ship.
So right now, if you understand, we've mentioned the animated pack. The animated pack MRES makes this ship infinitely cloaked. Because as you put your battle station down, you re-enable a crew.
Correct.
So just paying the 3 points out of faction, this ship is cloaked forever.
And just pick a useful Klingon crew you like to have on there. Maybe someone defensive. Toral's good from the starter.
Toral is very good from the starter. There's some good ones in this pack, too.
So next up we have the generic, which is 24 points. Also, we made sure to keep it with the extra slot. It's a big boy ship. It deserves some more slots.
Yes, it does.
The IKS Kotenko is the first of our Kotenko classes. This one, as you see, does not have a tech slot naturally, as this is supposed to be more of the TOS one. You may equip a Klingon tech upgrade with a printed cost of 4 SP or less this ship for free, even if it exceeds your restrictions. So it'll still get a tech, which there is one in this pack, which we'll get to.
That's great.
The generic double weapon and a crew for 16 points. Not bad for a 4-1-4-2.
Can't beat it, really.
The IKS Takag, or we call it the Taco G.
To Taco G?
Yeah. 21 points like the last one. This one is tech weapon double crew. As a free action, you can perform a sensor echo even if the ship isn't cloaked. If you are cloaked, you may use the 3 straight template for this action.
So you're basically saying, I don't have to waste the action to cloak with it. And if I do waste the action, I get a 3 bang or a 3 straight?
A 3 straight sensor echo if you want.
That'd be dope.
It's still free action too, so it gives you some actual movement quality. This
That's
ship
nice.
can be very fun, and there's some nice weapons in this pack for this ship.
Oh, yeah.
The generic is 16, but we gave a generic with tech weapon crew, so you have both versions of a generic in here to have fun with. The IKS Kaskari, which is a Burrell. It is a dual faction, independent, and Klingon for 16 points, double weapon, double crew. Its name is fun. The Kaskari is the white serpents that you see in the waters heading to Grethor. And so we had to come up with a neat name other than calling it the Albino's Burrell or the Albino's Warship. That just sounded wrong. So we're like, white serpent that eats the souls that jump off the ship seems appropriate for the Albino.
For the kitty killer?
Yeah. So it has 2 abilities. When attacking a ship with a hull value of 4 or greater, steal a scanned token, battle stations token, or an evade token, and place it beside this ship. So basically, he's a pirate. He's going to steal tokens from your opponent as he attacks them. He wants to go after bigger ships. The second ability being that he is the albino. When attacking a Klingon ship or a ship with a Klingon captain equipped to it, add a hit. So he's going to add some extra punch against them.
And I'm pretty sure you're going to see some Klingon captains after this pack.
Oh, well, of course.
And that's just icing on the cake. Like, I really don't feel like I'm paying for that ability. That's why I like factional abilities. They always seem like just a nice free icing on the cake.
I mean, considering a Burrell normally is 13 points, you're paying 3 points for both abilities. Now, this is a factional ability, so it's very specific, but like you said, you expect to kind of see Klingons in the meta going forward.
Of course.
All right, the generic is also dual faction independent Klingon. It is a weapon double crew variant for 13 points. And the first of our captains is one of the Darhar Masters himself, Koloth. 4 points, Chem Skill 7 with an Elite Talent slot. He says, when an opposing ship within range 1 to 2 performs a maneuver, place 2 time tokens on this card, perform a maneuver on the ship's dial with a speed of 2. So, depending on the ship you put him on, he has access to various 2-speed maneuvers. He's basically like, I will find you and catch you. It's like Koloth ends up wherever Koloth will be.
He will find the albino.
Yeah, he will. And it works real well with one of the missions in this pack.
All right.
The albino himself.
First time he's ever been printed.
Yes. So he is Captain Skill 7 with the Elite Talent slot. He is dual faction independent and Klingon. He has 3 abilities. The first of which is when attacking a Klingon ship or a ship with a Klingon captain equipped to it, roll +1 attack dice. The second ability is when attacking once per game. If this attack hits, discard a crew upgrade equipped to the opposing ship. He's going to kill them suns. And his last ability is start the activation phase. Once per game, this ship may activate last.
That's just super good.
Yeah, it'll help him get one over on the Darhar Masters, because as you see, they're going to get a lot of fun stuff in this pack.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's Kang.
It is King. Also, skill 7 for 4 points and an ET slot. He has started the game, target a captain equipped to opposing ship. Perhaps the albino?
Probably the albino.
Yeah. When attacking, during the modify attack dice step, if the target captain is equipped to the defending ship, discard this card, add 2 crit results. So he will die to try to kill the albino if necessary.
That is very thematic. Oh, here's Core.
Core. He is also skill 7 for 4 points with the ET slot. He has 2 abilities. For one, he can only be equipped to a Klingon ship. You may equip the Darhar Master Elite Talent upgrade to this card for 0 SP.
Which we'll see what that does.
I wonder what it does. He has free action. Place an auxiliary power token beside the ship and target all friendly Klingon ships within range 1 to 3. Remove all red target lock tokens beside the target ships and place them beside this ship. This is just kind of like his last appearance in Deep Space Nine, where he is drawing the attention of all the Jem'Hadar fighters so Martok and Worf can get away. So they've done that ability before with him, but this one is very interesting because you could scoop all the target locks that they may have gotten on you on the turn that you had to recloak.
Especially because we all know bugs have target lock.
Yep. And then because, the TOS fans, we knew that he wasn't printed, so we wanted to include him in the pack. So 5 points, skill 8 with an elite talent slot. We have Young Kang. When defending during the modify attack dice step, spend the ship's target lock token. The attacking ship must reroll all of its attack dice.
There's a lot of target lock shenanigans here. Wonder why.
There is a lot. All right, first of our crew, we have Yeto. He is a 4-point crew, dual faction, independent, and Klingon. Action, discard this card. Target an opposing ship that has no active shields within range 1 to 2. Disable 1 crew upgrade on the target ship and or steal 1 crew upgrade from the target ship, ignoring this ship's restrictions. This is one of the Klingons that was trying to help the one character steal the Dax symbiote because he wanted the Dax symbiote. I remember Tim Russ, who plays Tuvok, he plays as the other one.
Yeah, the other guy is Tim Russ.
We had said in the Q&A that we were using this pack to fill out some missing rosters because they did do that character. He was from the Deep Space Nine card pack, so he's the only one that they didn't do out of the Klingons, so we make sure to finish him out.
Hells yeah.
Plus, as a bad guy Klingon, gives you somebody to play with the albino if you want. Up next is Kolana, 2-point Klingon crew. When 1 or more time tokens would be placed on a weapon upgrade equipped to the ship, place 1 fewer time token. If this ship is cloaked and is a Klingon weapon upgrade, place 2 fewer time tokens instead. She helps you ready some of your weapons. This is also to finish out, I believe, the Chitang's crew, Martok's, because this is his gunner. TOS fans, we got Kang's wife Mara, 2-point crew upgrade. First thing she does is adds the scan action to the ship's action bar. And next is, when the captain of this ship would be disabled or discarded, discard this ship, discard instead. So it can let you do that King ability twice if you want.
That's really good.
Pretty good.
Just anything to protect your captain is always a good thing to have.
Oh, yeah. Next up, we have 1 per ship Klingon gunner, 2-point crew. When attacking during the modify attack dice step, discard this card, add a hit. Klingon's just going to add hits.
Listen, you could always disable him on the Duval if you really want.
You could. Chitarg, this is one that a lot of players seemed excited about after seeing it. So he is a 3-point Klingon crew. End phase, remove an auxiliary power token beside the ship, flip the ship's cloak token to its green side. So if you've noticed lately, we've been giving a lot of factions, at least 1 for each faction, a way to remove auxiliary power tokens, and there's a lot more cards that also deal out auxiliary power tokens to enemy ships. So this is the Klingons one, so they can actually utilize auxiliary power tokens as a different type of source.
You don't have to always just eat Ferengi torps to the face.
Yeah, or the Verdion Pulse Trap, and there's lots of stuff.
Yes.
Next up, the first of our elite talents. This one is unique, 4 points, restricted to a Klingon captain, but not a Klingon ship. It is action, discard this card and 1 crew upgrade equipped to this ship and target an opposing ship within range 1 to 2. Discard an upgrade equipped to the target ship. If that upgrade has a printed SP cost higher than the printed SP cost of the crew upgrade you discarded, this ship rolls +1 attack die for all attacks this game round.
It truly is a death worthy of Skovaclar.
Yeah, this will be great if you're going to fire like Torpedo Fusillade or something.
You
or
just pound it out.
In the, I think it is the animated pack, you have the double tap weapon for the D7s.
Ooh, yeah.
You could put that on, what is it, core ship, the Klothos. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be great. Oh,
Darhar
Master.
Darhar Master, 1 per ship. It is restricted to a Klingon ship, but it can also only be equipped to a captain named Kang, Koloth, or Kor. It's a 2-point elite talent. The first effect is increase the captain skill to captain by 1 for each copy of Darhar Master in your fleet, including this one. Start of the activation phase, this ship may perform a cloak action or target lock action as a free action.
Since we've read this card, there's the Drunken Master build, there's the Handshake Master build, There's the Darkheart Master, is the new best archetype in Star Trek Attack Wing build.
I know
Personally, my favorite.
You're like super excited for that.
I am very excited. Man, I've only had to buy 5 packs though, because there are 5 that you're legally allowed to play.
Because the 2 Kelvin ones, yes. But we knew that would be a thing, so we wanted to help the players out. We made sure to include 3 of them.
I only
for
have
the
to buy
3
2
unique Darkheart Masters. So yes, you're good. Next up, we have Concussive Charges. 1 per ship, 2-point Klingon weapon. It can only be fired from the primary or secondary arc and is restricted to a Klingon ship. The attack value of this weapon is equal to the ship's primary weapon value. Attack, spend the ship's cloak token, raise its shields, place 2 time tokens on this card, and target an opposing ship within a range 1 to 2. If this card is equipped to a Kotenko class, it rolls +1 attack dice. For each uncancelled hit or crit result, remove up to 1 token of your choice beside the defending ship. Now, this could be anything. This can even be cloak tokens. I've also seen people hit, the ablative generator token from Voyager back in the old days, because this is basically an updated weapon. We've been looking at a lot of the older weapons that just are too expensive or not very good at the time and trying to fix them up a little bit.
You get 2 of them.
You do get 2 because there are 2 Kotenkos in this pack.
Oh, Waylay.
Waylay. I've seen a lot of people talking about this lately after we saw it. It is a 2-point generic Klingon weapon, only fired from the primary arc, and is restricted to a ship with a hull value of 3 or less. Again, the attack value of the weapon is equal to the ship's primary weapon value. Attack. Place 2 time tokens on this card and target an opposing ship with a range 1 to 2. If this card is equipped to a Burrell class, place an auxiliary power token beside the defending ship. Then it has another effect whether you are on a Burrell or not. After making this attack, this ship may perform a 1 white left bank or 1 white right bank and place a evade token beside the ship. It's very good for your opening round of combat because you can kind of peel out a little bit and get an evade token.
Very good for if you're trying to be very aggressive at the start of game, get in their face as soon as possible, and then waylay away.
Now you're doing like one other specific combo with this, weren't you?
Yeah, I have a very good combo with it. Well, it is a weapon, and my new favorite crew, Galdemar, does exist. Now, you're going to be only use this once per game because you're not getting these time tokens off. But the fact that you could reroll basically all your dice with it, or your 3 misses, very powerful card. If you ran the Dominion version of the suite with a Dominion Bird of Prey, is Bird of Prey class?
Yeah, Bird of Prey class.
You could do a lot with
you won't get the Ox ability, but you will still get the movement and evade token.
Of course.
But like we talked about before, the Dominion one is very handshaky, so they provide a lot of buffs with each other, which is quite fun.
And we have rolling 30 plus dice per turn.
Oh, I mean that's
it's something like that.
It's something.
You guys can figure it out, or we'll show it.
All right, our 1 tech in the pack, 4 points, is 1 per ship. It adds a tech slot to the upgrade bar, Science Station. Free action. If the ship is cloaked, place 2 time tokens on this card. Place 1 scan token beside this ship. If an opposing ship is within the ship's primary firing arc at range 1 to 3, this ship may perform a target lock action targeting an opposing ship as a free action. This is even fun even for like the Romulans, because the Romulans don't have access to scan tokens either, and it just requires you to be cloaked. So you could pay the extra points and get a scan and a target lock if you wish. But it's fun.
That's good.
The new card type, the Ambassadors.
Well, the Ambassadors.
Okay, so this is Camarag. So this is from the Star Trek TOS movies. He's the one that's like, there will be no peace while Kirk lives. And that's exactly how his effect works. If you accept his negotiations during the combat phase, this ship and the target ship must attack each other if able. And if you deny, or you accept and destroy his ship, the deny effect will go off. The next time the target ship attacks, it rolls -3 attack dice. So he definitely punishes you if you're not going to fight honorably.
I like it. Yeah. You want to make a Klingon, like very thematic Klingon feat, you're bringing him.
Yeah, he's quite fun. Then we have Cord. He's from, was it Star Trek 5? Yes, Star Trek 5.
Oh, joy.
You know, what does God need with a starship?
I don't know.
Yes, so if you accept his negotiations, the target ship must plan its maneuver dial face up during the planning phase. When the target ship sustains damage to its shields or hull, this effect ends. So it's pretty easy. He basically gets to know what you're doing until you suffer any point of damage. If you deny, or again, that ship targets this ship and destroys it, not one of your other ships, you can trigger the deny effect. You may plan the target ship's maneuver dial during the next planning phase. The chosen maneuver must be on the target ship's maneuver dial and be a green or white maneuver. The chosen maneuver may not cause the target ship to go outside of the play area. So you can't just force them off the board.
That would just be really mean.
Yeah, well, it's a popular tactic I see a lot of better players using lore and fake messages all the time.
better.
We have our typical maneuver cards. Kotenko?
No, any updates to maneuvers or no?
No, we didn't do any updates. Brow class. The Ambassador's Rules cards.
Which is great.
Which I know they're looking at doing an update here soon. And the missions, which I believe Figures.com did not really go through that much, but we will, because I am excited. So this one is Blood Oath. So if you're a fan of Deep Space Nine, you've watched the episode Blood Oath, obviously it takes place on the ground. But they make mention of always trying to like find him and he gets away. So we took that aspect when designing the mission. So this is supposed to be like some of the earlier engagements of fighting him, obviously in ship combat. So if you look at the number of players, it's unique in that it's 2, 3, or 4 players. And how it's going to work is the Klingon players are kind of on a team. And they're competing against each other as well to defeat the albino player. So as you see, there are the 4 starting zones, with the pink one being the albinos. The albino gets 50 points and must include the albino as your captain. The other Klingon players get 25 points each. Each Klingon player must take Koloth, Kor, or Kang as their captain, and the Klingon players may not duplicate unique cards among themselves. So obviously both of them can't take Kang, for example. And since it says duplicate the cards in that way, that includes even taking the mirror ones, stuff like that, for fun's sake, we're using this pack. So then you place the planet token in the center with the mission tokens, which are basically like a countdown. You have that long until the albino tries to escape. So the first batch of the rules are 4,000 throats may be cut in one night by a running man. Fun Klingon sayings, always bloody.
It's always bloody.
Yep. Remove 1 mission token from the planet during the end phase. Pity the warrior whose foes are all slain. Only 1 Klingon player may win this scenario. Any other Klingon player loses the game. If winning is not important, why keep score? Suggested adjustments of difficulty include changing the number of mission tokens that begin the game on the planet, or starting the albino ship within range 1 of the planet token. Like, if for some reason you guys are just much better than the albino player can just try to up the difficulty a little bit, take away some mission tokens from the planet, start right next to it, and just easily like avoid a couple of them. The objective: the albino player wins when the last mission token has been removed from the planet, or if the albino's ship is the only ship still in play, if he actually manages to defeat the other players. The Klingon players win. The first Klingon player to destroy the albino ship immediately wins the game, and the others obviously lose. Only one can claim the albino.
Of course.
But you gotta work together.
You gotta pity them.
The next mission is Way of the Warrior. It is 2 players. This one, I believe, is kind of cooperative. It is. It is 100 points. All ships must be Klingon ships with only Klingon cards equipped to them. And you place the space station obstacle kind of right over there. And the players are working together, which is quite fun.
It's always nice to see a co-op mission.
Yeah, this is supposed to represent when the Klingons they get sick of the Federation, like telling them what to do. No, you can't go attack the Cardassians, even though, you want to, and we kind of want you to as well. So the players are going to work together to try to defeat the station. And it can be quite difficult. Obviously, if the delegation is captured and there are no cards beside Deep Space Nine before the last mission token is removed from Deep Space Nine. That's how both players win. To do so is you're making attacks to get the shields down, and then you're beaming your crew and captains on board, and you're trying to roll to get the delegation, and that's based off of, I believe, the SP totals. Yeah, you have to have above 15 to try to take the delegation. So you've got to get them on board. But the station attacks everyone. And I believe it's got 5 attack dice. It's technically got unlimited hull, 20 shields, no agility, and it fires 360. So it is just pounding the Klingon players. You have to work together.
Well, you're gonna eat it when you play this mission.
Yeah. And that's all we got for these cards.
All right, that was the Klingon Faction Pack Blood Oath. I'm a huge fan of this pack. I really think the Darha Masters are going to see a lot of meta play, especially the Drunken Masters build with Meridor's Ales and 5 of them. But we'll see what happens when a competitive season starts again, when we're allowed outside. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you so much for all the support you guys have given me over the last couple weeks. My hand is feeling so much better. Thank you so much.